Hi there, you guys. This is going to be your daily tarot guidance reading or weekend tarot guidance reading for March the 2nd through the 4th, 2018. So let's go ahead and tune into the energies for the collective. Keep in mind, this is a general energy reading. This is not a personal reading. So if it doesn't resonate with you, just be mindful of that factor, okay? If you guys are, however, interested in a quick mini personal reading with me, you guys can always hit me up on Instantgo, which is a mobile app where you can get a text message reading, a phone call reading, or video chat reading. Or if you guys are looking for something more full and in-depth, you guys can visit my website, waluchildreadings.com, where I have an abundance of different types of readings. Also, if you guys are looking for an emergency reading that's more full and in-depth within a 24-hour time frame, you guys can purchase my emergency readings at $45. All right, tune into the energies of my spirit. Thank you for the collective energies for the weekend. Thank you. Okay, let's see what's up. I'll be using the After Tarot. Okay, the Empress, King of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Have a lot of court cards so far. Seven of Swords, and the Lovers, and the Hanged Man at the bottom. Okay, so let's see. Some of you guys might have some choices in love. You guys might be, um, yeah, you guys might have a choice and decision in love. It could be in the pursuit of love, or it could be between two lovers making decisions about, do I stay with him or her, or do I go with this person, or do I stay with him and her, or do I move on, possibly, just to be open to someone or someone better. That sounds messed up, but that's what I'm getting. With the Empress, I feel like some of you are feeling yourself a little bit, not in a bad way, but you could be. And if for those of you who don't know what feeling yourself is, it's kind of like, very confident, like I got choices, I got options, and if it's not about people, it could definitely be about, other things in life, some sort of pursuit of something. It could definitely be something creative. It could definitely be something, just a decision or choice to travel for some of you, because I see the Egyptian energy in the back. So some of you guys, this could be traveling, world studies. So it's like you feel like the world is your oyster right now, or in the cases of love. So, some of you guys might be very confident that something will manifest, or you can get whoever or whatever you want right now. The challenge with this is the King of Swords, so it could be the challenging energy is with a air sign, which is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, more than likely a male, since it is a king. But it can also be a male, or sorry, it could also be a female Libra. The Empress, she rules Venus, which is Libra and Taurus's ruling planet. Okay. Um, so I feel like the challenge with that energy could definitely be an air sign person. Maybe this is the person that you're contemplating whether you want them or not, or, you're having to take something or someone into consideration regardless of the sign of this person. And I feel like you're paying very close attention to your conversations, or it's like you're listening to this person and seeing what they have to say, and you might be holding them up to it in order to make a decision based upon what you guys discuss or what this person is saying. It's kind of like you're reading between the lines, very calculated almost. So, I feel like you're keeping your ears open as well as your options for some of you. Okay, so the Knight of Wands could definitely be a fire sign, someone a little bit younger than you, or younger than the other option. Or this could be something new that's come into your life, whether it's a person or a situation. It could be just fresh and new in comparison to this other thing that you have in mind. So the fire sign energy, of course, could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarians. Or it could just represent the energy of something creative, something that maybe is, something you're passionate about, something you want to move forward with quickly. Could be a spontaneous move, but I feel like Spirit's telling you to approach the energy of what I just mentioned, the creative energies, the passionate energies, maybe taking a spontaneous action or step in some sense, utilizing your creative in I just had a brain fart. What is that, divine spirit? I feel like they're trying to say utilizing your creative energies, but they were also trying to say to pursue this fire energy, okay? This fiery energy, whether it's a fire sign or it's just an energy, wherever you feel most passionate and most drawn, that's where Spirit is telling you to place your focus for whatever reason. With the Seven of Swords as your approach, or your focus, sorry, your suggested focus, I feel like you do need to read between the lines. Maybe keep some information to yourself. Maybe you're very excited to share what you know. Maybe some of you, this King of Swords is you. Maybe you can't keep your mouth shut and you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to share this. Or you're just excited about something and Spirit's kind of telling you to draw back a little bit, keep some, some things a mystery. Or it could be if you are making decisions, keep the information close, keep it in mind, kind of put it in the back of your mind like, okay, I'm taking note of that. And, if you're having important conversations, okay, well, this job said that they can offer me this, and this is what they're talking about. Kind of, not that you have to be sneaky, but it's kind of like just pay attention to the things that someone is saying to you, be very mindful of that, take it into consideration, or you're going to need it later. But be very mindful not to get too caught up into reading between the lines too much to where you get kind of overly anxious or it causes anxiety and it starts to create fear. Or, you start spiraling out of control because you're paying too close attention to something or trying to gather too much information to where you might, overlook things, or you might, you know, um, assume things that aren't necessarily true, if that makes sense. So, with the Lover's card as a conclusion, there's definitely a decision in the matters of the heart that you're going to have to make based upon the information and what you gathered. You have to use your highest wisdom to make this decision. And I feel like it's an important decision. For some of you, it could be moving. Maybe you have to move away from something or someone you love or those that you love. It might be a life-changing decision. Maybe you get an opportunity to travel for a job or something. For others of you, it just may be that you're choosing to start a new life without something or someone. But there's definitely a choice in love that you're going to have to make with the Hangman. Some of you guys feel a little bit stuck about this, but I feel, yeah, because some of you guys might be waiting for validation for someone to kind of feed you what you want to hear or what you want to know or give you that validation to make this decision. And I feel like Spirit's not going to allow this person to do that for you. Just saying, it's like Spirit wants you to trust in your own heart and follow your own heart with this. No one else can really, tell you which way to go. They're not going to validate it for you. It's kind of going to be difficult for you to get that validation from a person. So if it's like, I love this person and blah, 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 but I don't know if they love me, so I don't know if I should say it because they haven't told me yet. So I'm only going to say it if they tell me or they give me some sort of sign that they love me. Then otherwise I'm not going to make myself look stupid. And that's not the way to go. Spirit's like, no, you better tell them. If that's how you feel, tell them. Whatever it is. Don't wait for some sort of validation to follow your heart. Okay? Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity. What is the love energy surrounding the weekend for the collective? Thank you. Oh my God. The Stalker card. This card keeps coming up so many times. Personal readings, whatever. So, like Like I just keep getting, it's like whatever reading I do, it's yeah. It's like, oh my God. Anyway, so new love, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So yeah, some of you guys are like, there was this song that came out. I was in like, what grade was I in? I think I was in junior high. So back in junior high school, I think it was, oh my goodness, 2003. Wait, no. It was either 2002 this song came out, 2001, 2002. I don't remember. All I know, when this song came out, it was like pretty much a song. It was called um, In Love with the Two or something, In Love with the Two or In Love with Two, something like that. And it's like pretty much a song about this girl that's in love with two different dudes and she's like conflicted. But it could be that way for some men too. You could be in love with a guy, girl, whatever. Girl, you could be in love with a guy or a girl, you know, whatever resonates with you, of course. I'm not judging. So I feel like that's the situation because you got somebody new and it's like, oh, okay, what do I do? Because I'm feeling this person. Um, it could be that for some of you, or it could just be this weekend. Someone is gonna spark your interest. I always get this bar setting in my mind, like it's so stupid. I don't know if it really means anything, but I always get this bar setting in my head where it's like somebody's sitting across the room at the other, like at the bar, and someone's sitting at the other end of the bar, and they just start chopping it up, and yeah. So it could be that for some of you it's a weekend. So if you do happen to go out, that could be very well be the case for some of you. But if you are interested in someone already, you're in love with someone already, you're with someone already, just be mindful of that. Because I feel like, again, you're going to be feeling yourself because someone is going to make you feel, good, or someone has been making you feel really good, making you feel like, the queen bee or the king shit. So you're like, okay, this is kind of hard. And especially, you have to be careful with situations where if you guys are going through a tough time in your relationship where you feel like your partner is not giving you that attention, you have to be mindful that just because this person is giving you attention doesn't mean that you have to jump on it because it'll create this illusion like, oh, they treat me better, but it's only because you're not getting what you want at home. So it's like it's appearing that everything else is, all roses, but it may not be that. But on a lighter note, you guys, very well be if you're single, someone new is coming in, and the obstacle with this is chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic attraction. So some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I should accept this or embrace this energy. For one, because it's new, it's something that I have not ever experienced before. For some of you, it's because I have somebody or I'm in love with someone already, even if you're single or you're dating. This nose ring is annoying. Doesn't really matter. I feel like regardless of this, whatever the chemistry is, it's strong and you're drawn to both. Like it's mutual. Okay, it's not an unrequited thing. I feel like it's a mutual attraction that you are both acknowledging. They're feeling you, you're feeling them. It's clear, they feel you. It's a reciprocated energy. I always have to stress that because I really want you guys to wake up out of this unrequited love shit. It's sad. It's annoying. Yeah, it's painful, like, to hear people talk about certain relationships with people that don't really give a damn about them, or they simply are just really just not interested and they don't mean any harm by it. It's just not that. And it's a clear sign that spirit's telling you that that's not the person for you. And it shouldn't be a sad thing. Like, yeah, it might be sad if you've developed some sort of feelings for this person, like real feelings, not some obsessive, sick, crazy stuff, but or obsessive, lustful energy. It's a real, genuine love for someone and it's not reciprocated. That hurts. I know how that feels. But with respect of that person and yourself, it's like, that should be a good thing because it's showing you that, okay, I haven't met my match yet. That's not the one because the one, you and the one are going to be reciprocated, or at least, you meet people that are going to share that reciprocation, and it makes it much easier to discern who you should invest your energy in, who not to. And in those who are not giving you the time of day, sorry. Um, Unrequited love is it's kind of like a love spell almost. It's very like hard to break and see past the illusion, and it doesn't help that you have um these stupid love stories and all this crazy stuff that promotes unrequited love and stay and wait around for someone. It's not, it doesn't work like that, you know. That's almost saying to yourself that you believe that the Most High would send you someone that's going to treat you like shit so that you love yourself better, and then eventually they'll come to a conclusion that, oh, I love this person all of a sudden. Like, how stupid. No offense to anyone that might be caught up in that, because I used to be caught up in that type of shit too. Those type of love situations. See, when spirit gets me to talking, I'm sorry. It might help somebody. People say that it does help, but there's people out there that don't want to hear it. Um, if you don't want to hear it, don't watch my video. You're probably just gonna thumb it down anyway, because it's like you're a child when you don't get the pacifier. You get mad and you stomp and throw yourself on the floor because you don't get to hear what you want to hear. But for others of you who are meant to hear it, I feel like you get it and you understand it. If it doesn't apply to you, why are you offended? Just move on, you know? Like, why get upset and leave nasty comments? Which is why I disable my comments on certain videos, because people get touchy about their love, about their men. Don't talk about the man that I love, or I never had anyone get upset about a woman, but women, you know, when you're dealing with men, you know, heterosexual women, you're very, very touchy on that. Even if this guy has never touched you, laid with you, told you he loved you, but you're still like, don't come for me because you're breaking my fantasy. I know how that feels. Who wants somebody to tell them, like, this dude is not shit or this person is not for you? It hurts, yeah. You don't want to hear that. But let's be real, you know that already. Spirit never leads us on to believe something. It's like we kind of have to, we know better. It's like your mom told you not to go outside and you know better, but you want to go outside anyway just to see if it'll be a different result, or if she'll forget about it, or she won't be as mad if you go ahead and do what you do. So it's like that with certain things. Like, you know, a person is not good for you or they're not meant for you. You know it, but you're like, I just got to see about it. I know something isn't right, but I'll try to convince myself all day that this guy is meant for me, or that he'll come around eventually, or that this female, you know, it's very rare that dudes get caught up in women like that, but there are cases where there are, you know, some cases where men um, get nuts, get a little crazy. I'll never understand it, but I mean, it happens, you know, and love can be a beautiful thing. I'm not even going to say it can be a dangerous thing. I feel like it's only dangerous because it's not real love. You think it's love, but it's some other shit that you're on. But with that being said, I just feel like that's just a disclaimer, because I don't want anybody to get caught up in some shit that they shouldn't be getting involved in. Um, let's have healthy relationships 2008. Let's break away from the toxic relationships. Um, we can't blame the other person for dogging us, cheating on us, lying to us. If we allow it, it is what it is. We can't be mad if someone doesn't reciprocate our love. You know, it's not their choice, it's their free will not to, because, you know, maybe it's against their free will. They're not supposed to. And that's why I always tell people, do not do these love spells thinking that you're going to attract a specific person if it's unrequited, because it will backfire. If you're going to try to attract a specific person, put out the intention. I don't know why I'm getting, somebody might need to hear this. If you guys ever feel like you want to do that, because I have people asking me to do love spells for them all the time, I'm like, no. Especially not for somebody. I mean, there's a way that you can do it that's respectful to a person, you know. Divine Spirit, I would like to attract this person back into my life so that I can see if we're able to reconcile, or so we can talk things out, or so I can get to know this person, you know. Never to, and if it happens, it happens. If it's meant to happen, if it's in that person's will then it will happen. But never to be, I want him to be my wife, my husband, or my wife. I want her, blah, blah, blah. You can't force someone's free will. I don't care. You can talk about law of attraction all day. If it's really, really, if you guys are a vibrational match, it will happen. If it's not, you're not able to manifest that. I'm sorry. Um, it's like, I don't understand. Like, now that I'm looking back on it, I always said to myself, like, why was I trying to force something that's not meant to be for me? Like, what's meant to be for me will be much better than what I was trying to force upon myself. Like, I can't be mad at him if he's not loving me the way that I want him to, or if he's not reciprocating what I'm putting out. Like, why am I mad? It just means that that's not my match and I need to keep it moving. So I'm not going to be mad. I'm not going to hate the person because it has nothing to do with them. You know, if anything, I should be mad at myself because my heart knows the truth. That's one thing. It's easy for us to deflect, that's the right word, our issues onto somebody else. And, oh, he's just not ready, he's just denying our connection, and he's running around with these other women, these karmics, and blah blah blah, or she's doing this, she's doing that. It's so easy to do that, but at the same time, it's like, you know better. Okay, so sorry for the rant, but that needed to come out. Anyway, moving on. If you're still hanging in there, if you're still listening, if you're still listening. All right, so getting to know each other represents your approach to the situation. So I feel like getting to know each other, for some of you, you will be prompted to move closer to someone. I feel, if it's meant to be and if you're guided to do that, I feel like Spirit's telling you to break free from some energies from your past that's hindering you from getting to know another person. Maybe you're still stuck on an ex, maybe you're stuck in fear, you have trust issues, whatever the case may be. Spirit's telling you to remove those blockages from your past so that you can get to know someone better. You know, this could be someone who's already in your life and you're kind of building up that wall against them. Um, and this person could be a little bit hesitant too. They might be a bit, you know, protective and guarding. It could be the energy, they pick up your energy, or they could also have their own issues. But I feel like the more you guys open up to each other, you know, be real, the more you guys are really, you know, gonna come together and understand each other. The better for you, right? Focus is reconciliation. So Divine Spirit is telling you to focus on some sort of relationship from your past that may be presenting itself to you again, whether this person is literally back in your life, or you're reaching, you know, a point where you might want to consider that, or you feel guided to consider a reconciliation with someone. Or it could even be focusing on calling in the one that's really meant for you, the person of your dreams. Be very clear on that. You know, the energy of the person, not talking about a specific, but just the energy of what you're looking for. You know, the dream, that dream person, what, you know, what type of characteristics, what's their vibe, what's their energy about, you know, what's ideal in a partner, you know, focus on that. Because it's like you're calling, it's like she's calling it in, you know, by thinking about it, you know. So with the engagement card, this represents the conclusion. So Spirit is telling you that your relationships for a lot of you are moving to higher levels, especially if you're single, completely single, or you're newly, you know, dating someone. It's telling you that a sign that you're either getting closer to your life's partner, closer to a stable partnership, or you're closer to meeting that person, you know, or your relationship for some of you is evolving with that person to a higher level, like the card says. You know, it could be leading to a marriage or an engagement. It could be leading towards some sort of solidified commitment. Keyword, release your ex. Spirit's not playing with y'all. Please let these people go. Whoever they are, you know who they are. Let them go. For the respect of them and who they're supposed to be with, and that person that's meant to be with them, and the person that you're meant to be with, and the person that's meant to be with you. Respect all parties and allow what's supposed to be. You know, stop forcing your hand and things. Some of you guys need to let these trust issues go, these fears go, these all of these, insecurities go. Let it all go because it's holding you back from this new energy that's entering, or that could even be right here in front of you, because your fear, you're not allowing it to come in, You want it, and it's like you're putting your attention towards it, but at the same time, there's a fear. It's like, with this couple, they're mingling, they're enjoying each other's company, but there's still this hesitance. You guys are in the same proximity, but there's this barrier, and it could be a multitude of different things. Others of you, if you're having to decide between two people, feels like spirit is telling you to go with the new and kind of let the old go. Some of you guys may be wanting someone to come back, but it's like spirit's telling you like that it's, it is what it is. If it's meant to be there, release it anyway. Just release it. And if it's meant to be, it will come back to you. That's guaranteed. Sometimes you do have to release your hand and just trust that whatever is meant for you is going to come back to you. But if you're so much like so controlling of the energy and trying to manipulate things, the more it's going to lash back at you. That energy is going to snap back at you. Um, I can't stress it enough. I don't know why people get so mad when you tell them. I guess it comes across as like you're trying to tell people what to do. And that's the thing. If you don't want to hear that, why do you watch readings? If you don't want the truth, if you don't want to hear advice, you know, if you want to hear bullshit all day and it's not benefiting you, then by all means, look for that. But you can't be mad at people, when they give you the real. Even if they're not readers, it could be your friends. Like, usually, your friends are unbiased, especially those that really love you. Like, they see the bullshit. Like, sometimes it takes being in the background a little bit and not so much up front and center to see the bullshit. So, at some cases, your mom, your dad, like, they know better. They've been through this rodeo. They've been on this ride more than you probably have. Or your friend may have experienced the same things, or someone might know what they're talking about. And I'm not no guru in love and relationships or nothing like that, but I've been in situations and I'm like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, why? Like, why? Like, I can blame myself. I can beat myself and be like, "You're so stupid, Chenoa." Like, you couldn't see that that dude was not in it like that. You couldn't tell that he was cheating. You couldn't tell that, you know, you were just fake, like chasing a fantasy and a dream. You thought it was something, and a lot of times it's influenced by like other outside things too. It's influencing of you feeling a lack of self worth. You're lonely. Um, could be, oh my God, I'm getting older. It could be multiple things. It could be, my friends are in relationships. Everybody's married. Everybody has babies and kids. So I need to find somebody. It could be, a matter of healing at that time. You just needed that attention. It could be other people kind of encouraging you to go down that line. When it comes to that, the whole twin flame thing, I hate to bring it up, but my story might help somebody. That's why spirit makes me talk, because I'm not a talker. I really, like, if you know me, I'm not short in my words, but I'm just not that, unless you really get to know me and you know me on a deep level. But otherwise, with strangers, I'm not that vocal, unless I feel like it's going to really help someone. So that's like spirit speaking through me. But when it comes to the whole twin flame experience and situations, if we want to call it that, let's just call it what it is. It's an unrequited love story that they've romanticized. It's like a Romeo and Juliet. Like, that's not even romantic either. I don't even know why people romanticize. It's like a sad love story. It's a twisted love story. Like, it's not, I mean, kind of like, oh, he would die for me. Oh, she would die for me type of thing. Kind of like ride or die, Bonnie and Clyde type of thing. Kind of. But it's kind of stupid. Like, they were young and dumb. Let's call it what it is. And like, we romanticize toxic relationships, and twin flame stuff is unrequited love. I don't care what y'all say, runner chaser, like, enough said. why is this person running from your ass? Like, if it's reciprocated, if it's unconditional love, why are they running from you? And you can say all this stupid stuff about they need to heal, and that sounds dumb as hell. It's unrequited love. Should be called twin unrequited instead of divine love. Divine love is, it's not that. It's not that. It's also narcissistic versus empath love. Let's call it that too. And sometimes the person, like a lot of the time, these people don't mean it. I don't really want to say that. I'm not going to demonize the other person, the runner, either. And I'm not going to demonize the chaser either. It's just a matter of this magnet not being the other person's magnet. It's just, it's, or the chemicals don't mix. And the scientists trying to mix it, and it's like, no, this does not mix, but I'm gonna try to make it work. It's like vinegar and water. I'm gonna try to make it work, make it blend together, and it just does not blend together. So, call it what you want. I just hope that a lot of people like wake up out of that, because when you come out of that energy and you see it for what it is, at first you might be mad at yourself, you might blame other people too. Like, oh, it's his fault. He made me fall for him. Like, it's not his fault. Like, that was your energy that you felt. Like, that magic, that energy you felt was coming from you. Like, you can't be mad at him or her for feeling what they felt. Um, by no means should you be mad at that person or even mad at yourself. The truth of it is like sometimes you have to go through certain things to realize the bigger picture. And the bigger picture usually is it's about me, not anybody else. That's the biggest thing. And a lot of times we really do run to certain things that we feel like is outside of ourselves because it takes the mirror off of us. Like it reflects it back onto someone else so we don't have to see the ugly truth in the mirror. Like damn, like oh shit, like shit's really fucked up out here. Like or I'm a mess. Like, I've got some healing to do. I've got some things I really got to heal and look at. Well, nope, I'm going to reflect on this person and I'm going to judge them. I'm going to blame them for um, what they did to me or what my parents did to me. Or I'm going to focus and obsess over this person because I don't have to think about myself. Or I'm going to help as many people as I can just to take off the fact that I really need to be helping myself. But I don't want to focus on that. You know, we all do it. We're human. But the thing is, like, forgive yourself and forgive the person because it really doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. Some cases, yeah, you will get caught up in a narcissistic love situation where, oh, I can't leave my wife. Or, oh, I can't be with you in public. I'm not ready. Mm. Like you'll have people that string you along. Those are narcissistic people. That's. But there's cases where, the runner chaser, the person's obviously telling you, I don't want to be with you, or I'm not interested, or they're just simply, you know, they could be in relationships, but you built this whole fantasy around them and you're mad. But it's really like you built that hope. And sometimes spirit does have to kind of play with us a little bit because if we knew that this person wasn't the one, would we have gone through the healing? And I always say that. People get mad. Oh, so you're saying God's a liar? Like, whatever. God's not a liar, but a lot of the times we want to know everything, and spirit will tell us the truth, but we still don't listen. The signs are always there, but we just choose not to see it, or maybe we don't see it because there's something that we need to learn. It's no one else's fault, and it's not really a fault. It's just it is what it is. But I don't know why I'm talking so long, but I guess I need to do that. Maybe there's some things that people need to think about. And I'm still healing and releasing energies from that whole situation too. Um because I mean, it's helped me. I have to say that that connection has helped me a lot. And even connections after, like my last boyfriend, my ex, I thought I was healed from the whole twin flame experience, and I thought I was ready to move on and be in a relationship. But the ex showed me, no, you're not healed yet. You're not ready. So I can't be mad at him. It's, you know, they're only showing you, and I feel like the reason why a lot of people, they call it twin flames, because this person is showing you an aspect of yourself, or at least they're supposed to show you aspects of yourself that really need purging and healing and understanding. You know, maybe even good things within yourself to embrace and love more of, you know. And I say, then damn well everybody's our twin flame, because I meet people all day that trigger me in different ways, whether I perceive it good or bad. It is what it is. So, you know, I feel like the forgiveness aspect comes from you knowing that you weren't stupid. It was what it was. And you know better now, hopefully, that your standards are higher, and you're going to say to yourself, I love myself so much more that I'm not going to settle for something that's not meant for me. Like, why would you want to? I know it hurts, but when you kind of look at it from a wiser perspective, it's like, okay, he or she is not for me. That's all good. Or maybe this job is not for me. I'm not going to dwell on it, because that means that there's something that is for me out there. So until I get it, I'm not going to waste my time. And that's why I'm like, from now on, dating wise, I will be upfront and tell people what it is that I'm looking for, what I want. And if they run, they run. That means they're not for me. Um, Discerning better, you know, looking at things from a different perspective and knowing what to look for, you know, what are red flags. Check myself too, you know, detach as much as possible. Knowing, and another lesson the twin flame journey taught me is I don't own anybody. And I think that's another sick thing. It's supposed to be unconditional, but it has this ideology that you own each other. You don't own anybody, honey. Not even your kids. You don't own them. You're here to raise them up, but at some point you do have to let them go. You don't own anything or anybody. Not even these so-called possessions are yours. Sorry. But anyway, yeah, it's a process. It's a process we're all on. But I mean, I guess we're at different stages of our processes. I'm talking so long, but I don't know, maybe it helps someone. I don't know. I'm really not a talker like that, so shit, no shade to anybody out there. I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be a bitch, but it is what it is. I'm a messenger, and if you want to take it, you can take it. If you don't, that's all good. I'm not out here telling you to drink the Kool-Aid. Like, I mean, we can sip on whatever we want to sip. It's our choice and decision. The world is our oyster, literally. Like, we can sip and eat and dabble in many things as we want. We can pick and choose. We have free will, you know? So nothing I'm saying has to resonate with each and every one of you. It just might be for somebody. It might be for just one person. Everybody else might have like clicked off by now. Like, would this bitch just shut up? And about who doesn't like it or not. So, not here to spoonful of sugar. It makes you sicker. It makes it worse. It makes your stomach hurt. It's not good for you. Yeah. Make them taste the honey before they feed it to you, honey. If they haven't tasted the honey, then don't sip on the Kool-Aid, okay? You hear me? All right. So, what am I doing? This isn't pick a card. I'm all over the place, you guys. I apologize. But we have house. So, I'm going to pull the fortune cards just to see if there's any specific messages that want to come out and resonate with someone out there. Okay. So you guys really need to switch it up. Get out of the house. So you have house, change, and imprisonment. I feel like a lot of you guys need to utilize this weekend to get out of the house, do something different for a change, like get yourself out of bondage. You're hiding yourself. Some of you guys might need to get a babysitter. That's okay. Or this could be representing playfulness too. You know, there's like new energy out there. It's like you're going to see a shift. So if you haven't been out in a long time, it's kind of like you're going to be out on an adventure, and it's like kind of coming out of your shell, maybe seeing some new things pop out at you. Great fortune. So I feel like it's going to be a good weekend for you guys if you do some sort of like, let's say you switch up, you know, your routine. Maybe you decide to take a hike or something, or go out, take your kids somewhere to the park. It's like you'll discover something like positive, like a gem, something, I don't know, it's like Spirit's gonna pour something on you, like onto you, that's positive, that's uplifting, or some sort of enlightenment that will be a gift to you. But I'm seeing good energy. Some of you guys, it's pay week, so hey, you know, just got paid. All right, so yeah, it could be enjoying your weekend, treating yourself, could be treating your children, but you gotta get out. That's what I'm getting. That's the biggest message for you. The thoughts card is at the bottom. So it could be like a good weekend for you guys to create a vision board. Some of you guys, if you're an artist, you might get inspiration from something or someone while you're out. Or you guys might meet an artiste. Hey. Money is coming unexpectedly. So if you guys are waiting on income tax, it could be coming if it hasn't already as you're watching this, or by Monday. But you guys are going to get some sort of like positive, like it's a gem that Spirit's giving to you, and it could come from a specific person. But yeah, some of you guys, it's like some long awaited money, government money, like income tax, maybe child support for some of you, maybe retirement money, military money, or something like that. Inheritance, a court case. I'm getting positive energy surrounding that too. So yeah, but it could be money that was owed to you through some sort of work, okay? Could be a class action suit case or something. I don't know if I said that right, but like some sort of class action. Maybe something happened to you at work. Um, bonus checks. Yeah. So just expect the payout. And it's going to come possibly through the mail, like a certified mail or something like that that you have to sign for. So, UPS truck, anybody? FedEx truck? I'm crazy. It's almost like been an hour. I like, if I talk your ear off and you guys are like, I can't hang with this bitch. Like, she's talking my ear off. I don't want to hear about this. I'm tired. I don't want to listen to this anymore. It's all good. The real ones stuck around. The real ones watched this video. No, just playing. Like, get off your soapbox, bitch. I keep saying the word "be." I'm sorry if that offends people. I apologize. But no, I really did have someone. She left a comment on one of my videos. I had to. That's like really one of the reasons why I disabled it, because I'm like, no. Like, I don't know who deleted the messages, whether that person deleted it to where my reply back was deleted, or YouTube deleted it or something, or Spirit was like, we're not allowing you to send this. But I kind of went off on that person, because you don't tell me to shut the fuck up. Like, we don't want to hear what you have to say. Shut the fuck up, bitch. I don't stop talking. Like, who are you to tell me to stop talking? Like, I went in on her or them, him, her. I don't know. They didn't like what I said in the video. Of course, you know, when you get a little triggered, you get mad. So I don't know. It's all good. I'm tired. I have not gotten the proper sleep. So yeah. Yeah, so I'm really tired, you guys, if you can't tell. But, and I've been doing readings all day. So anybody that's a reader knows that that's, that is draining. I'm more of like a homegirl reader. I'm not structured like that. I'm sorry if that bothers people. If you think it's non-professional or whatever, I'm more of a I'm just down to earth reader, I guess. I mean, what is there to really fake the funk about? You want the truth, right? You're coming to us like a spiritual divination tool asking for guidance, and you don't want the real, you want some bullshit. Like, okay, like anyway. So I'm gonna do pick a cards with the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms Oracle. So if you guys want to know like what's underneath the surface of a situation, for instance, it's a full moon energy. So anything that's under the subconscious or anything within your intuition that maybe you need clear insight on, whatever you felt drawn to use these cards for or seek advice from these cards about. I'm going to pull 3 cards as always, 1, 2, and 3. Whichever number or numbers resonate with you, you can choose that. It could be different circumstances or situations, whatever you feel drawn to do, of course. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a moment to meditate on the card that you're drawn to. Just one. All right, so let's see. Okay. All right, card 1. Okay, you have the Hungry Ghost, Obsession, Scarcity, Consciousness, and Attachment. So that's what's underneath the surface, my dear. Some of you guys need to shift out of this and, this mess. I was about to say a bad word. I've been cussing this whole video, so YouTube is probably going to flag me or something. But anyway, who cares? Obsessions. This impoverished mindset, consciousness that there's not enough to go around. Attachments. So it's kind of feeding into that energy. So of that whole attachment and it's mine and I'm just going to suffer through this until I get what I want or make something be mine or someone be mine. It's that type of energy. And it's that feeling there's a lack of supply. So you really think that this asshole is the only thing that you deserve out here? Really? Is that what we do? Any other models that have freckles? And it's like, you better get in there. Like, there's nobody like you. Like, you guys might all have freckles, but that doesn't mean that you aren't you and you don't have some else like you. There could be people out there that need the message that you have to give. So, you know, there's that energy. Card 2, the Camel Boy, Small Steps, and Asking for Help. Okay? So, Divine Spirit may be telling you, to take a lighthearted approach, take it easy, you know, take it, one step at a time. And, of course, asking for help from your angels and your guides with something, okay? So, it's like allowing the situation to not only just unfold, with the help of spirit, with the support of spirit and things that are happening in the background, but also allowing divine timing. There's no rush in this energy. I feel like it's, a pace, a slow, steady pace. Okay, card 3. Ah, this card is so pretty. I like this card. It's kind of like Queen of Pentacles. So Gaia's garden, fruition, abundance, reaping what you sow. So this is like a manifesting energy. So you could be manifesting or you got the Midas touch to manifest or some good things are reaping for you. It could also be like something you've been waiting for a minute, like a material thing, maybe financially. I feel like, expect some of that to happen. I'm getting like you guys might get a promotion at work or something like that, like supervisors. Maybe you're leaving a job and getting a better pay or something like that, or there's some sort of like elevated energy. But if you're going to utilize this full moon, definitely whatever you're trying to plant benefits you, you know, that true heart's desires, because the things that we really truly desire uplift us and inspire us and you know, gives us this expansive energy. It never makes you feel drained. It never makes you feel, I mean, in some cases we do feel tired, but it's not going to strip you of your essence and make you feel depressed and tired and angry and scared and anxious and worried. So I'm saying, like, again, like, spirit, like, I don't know why they keep making me do this, but it's like, how do you sleep at night wondering if this person is meant to be with you or if this person is cheating on you? Like, it has to be like the Nine of Swords energy, like, just freaking annoying and draining, and you just don't have peace in your heart because it's just like, you're worried about what this person is doing. You're worried about what this person is thinking. You're worried about if this person is going to be with you. You're worried about this person if they're not calling you. What is he doing? Is he cheating on me again? Is he doing this? Is she doing this? Who wants to live like that? When you can be at peace with yourself right now, be cool with yourself, sleeping peacefully at night, like that meme, I'm sleeping good at night knowing I'm not being cheated on, or just at peace, not having to worry about that energy. I promise you, when you let it go, I promise you, from experience, this happened to me like 3 or 4 times in my life when I've let go of toxic people, toxic energy, or just people and things that don't serve me. When I let it go, I'm just like, I've never felt so like peaceful in my life. Like, I really didn't want to let my ex go. It was like hard. I didn't want to do it. And I was bawling, I was crying because I was worried about what was going to happen. But actually, when it ended, I felt so freaking relieved. I felt so freaking free. Like, I don't know how to explain it to you. And that's how you know your energy is like being sucked, or there's some sort of energy that just dwells on you. And when you let it go, it's a breath of fresh air. It's like, I don't know if you guys ever seen She's Gotta Have It. Not the Spike Lee movie, but the TV series. It's on Netflix. It's like a modern version of She's Gotta Have It. He did a series, and it was like this scene. I think it was like the last episode of the season or whatever. She just like screamed and she let all these different energy. Like, she was dealing with 4 different. No, she was dealing with 3 different men. Sorry, making her sound like a hoochie. 3 different guys. Like, she was just dating them. It wasn't like serious relationships, kind of like a casual sex relationship or whatever. But she just released all these different energies, and it was like when she yelled, all this came out of her mouth. Like, it released it and she just felt free. It happened. That's real shit. Like, either you cry or you just feel so freaking light that you could fall on the floor. Like, you're light as a feather. Like, literally. I'm not even kidding. Or you feel like you've just gotten out of the water. So I'm telling you, if you let that stuff go, you'll see the difference and the peace of mind that you'll have. But your ego tells you to hold on and just stick it out and stick it through. And that's not the Most High. I'm sorry. That's not God's love. That's not love, honey. That's an obsession. That's not, it's not, my God, it's not. I just want to hug whoever. I don't know. I just want to hug whoever it is. Because it's not like, and you know it. You know it. I don't know why. I don't want to cry. I'm not going to cry. But I feel somebody's energy. And I just want to hug a lot of people, basically, because it's not love. It's not. It is not that. It's not what you think it is. It's, you might have a genuine love or care for that person, like you would never want to see something bad happen to that person type of love, but it's not that true love. It's not that godly love that God wants you to have and what your higher self says it wants. It's never going to put you like, I'm just, God is many different aspects. God has many, if you want to call it, you know, the Most High, God, or the universe. There's so many different aspects of God, the Most High. And, you know, at the end of it, you're the Most High's creation. You're out here to live different experiences. But I feel like the purest energy is love on the planet and the universe. You can create so much with love. So to think that God or the Most High would want you to be unhappy is kind of not only a slap in the face and disrespect to you, but to the Most High. Like, it's pretty much saying that you're unloved and you're undeserving. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, and I hear it every day in the stories, and it's just like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It irks me. I get really mad, but then I have to get out of my ego and go, you know what? I I have empathy for you. I get it. I've been there. And maybe it's triggering that feeling of me still feeling a little bit slightly stupid for certain situations I've been in. I don't want anyone to ever think that I don't get it because I've been there. That's why I talk about it so compassionately, and maybe why Spirit uses me to do it. That's why I talk about it. And I'm dwelling on it because it's almost an hour. But um, it doesn't even feel like I've been sitting here for an hour, but I guess I have. But yeah, like, because I've been there, and I don't want to ever. I might have hurt some guys in the past too. Now that I think about it, I haven't always been forthcoming because I didn't know what I wanted. Back in the day, I was like very like stupid, young, silly, just didn't know, and I did break some people's hearts, and I got my heart broken in the process. It was kind of like the food chain where, like, I would chase someone else and someone would be chasing me. It's kind of like a cycle. So I would never want that to happen. And, you know, in the future, it's always good to be forthcoming. But my biggest intention is in love is to be more open and expressive and forthcoming and meet someone who's real and forthcoming with me, whether I like it or not. But to have someone who's equally invested in me as I am in them. So no more requited love energies in 2018. Let's cut the bullshit. Let's we know better now. Let's evolve. Let's get what's really meant for us. And, to anyone that I've ever loved or ever maybe thought I loved, I hope that they get what they deserve and that person that's really meant for them too. So send the blessings out and you'll get it tenfold. And I wish that for you too. Much love. Thank you for watching.